Hey guys, back at it. This is day 292 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and those first 100 days were intuitively prompted through a meditation session. If you would like more information on those first 100 days, please pop back and listen in. If not, let's get right to it. Day 292. So this is a Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. I have a kid-free weekend, and just like some amazing stuff has been happening. Got to connect with my grandpa and grandma Gail. I got to just do a lot of connecting with spiritual, like-minded people. Felt definitely like my heart chakra opened, and just like beautiful, beautiful things. So today is Sunday, Easter Sunday. I got up in a relaxed way. I got myself in the shower, got myself ready, picked out a really cute dress, and then got myself ready for the spiritual service. I go to Science of Mind Center, and I really love that they're just so open to all religions and all people, no matter what you look like or what you think or what you feel, as you know, obviously, as long as you're respectful and in line with, I guess, some of their teachings, then, you're more than welcome to come. It has just been a beautiful place, and I haven't been in quite a few months, and I was thinking about it, and it's been since before January, like when I went the last time. So I was able to just go and connect and listen to the service, and it was very on point, and it resonated very deeply with what I was happening in my life. And so I was able to connect with some people, give hugs and say hi, and help with their candle service, and get some coffee, and it just felt like a really beautiful time. Of course, I had those, people texting me and saying Happy Easter, and just responding in a way that I felt natural to me, which was, blessings on this Easter Sunday. I wasn't going to blast a post on social or blast a text post to anybody saying, Happy Easter or anything, but responding to people who did message me in a way that felt right. So then I had a meetup with a new friend who wanted to get coffee and just chat. And so with another new spiritual person that I've met, just being able to connect, and we got together around 1, and then we stayed and talked until 7. So it was quite a long time of talking and just being open spiritually. And I would have to say that this connection was another test. It was another challenge. It was another hoop that I was jumping through, as far as recently I've just been thinking of the people that are coming into my life, and why are these people coming into my life, and why are these people interacting with me. So nothing is coincidence. Everything is meant to be. Some people are angels. Some people are tests. Some people are there to be your tribe. There's just so many different people that come into your life, and not to go into a relationship or go into a meeting with that thought of who is this person, but just to have awareness. So like I said, this new person I met through a spiritual center and a spiritual talk, and we were just very open and sharing our journeys and what we feel about different topics, reincarnation, coincidence, being in the moment, being collapsing time, and just different things like that. So it was really cool to just speak with somebody on a similar level, but then to have somebody test my boundaries because I think I had touched on it a little bit before, but the thoughts that have been coming to me about what is not working and what I need to release, and releasing these, like a, it's not full celibacy, so I'm not like a monk, and I'm not going to just be like, I am going to be completely celibate 100%. But the thoughts of sexual energy and the thoughts of how we can do things throughout our day, throughout our week, whatever, that release and allow our energy to be stolen and drained, and what's actually beneficial for us and what's not. And so for me, I've just been thinking about being more intentional with my sexual energy and with thoughts and everything that just goes along under that umbrella. And so this connection that I had and went out to coffee with, and it was a beautiful spiritual conversation, and we talked about a lot of things, but then the underlying tone kept coming back to this sexual energy, kept coming back to it, and in some ways, and it was like, it didn't make me feel uncomfortable at any point, or I would, have not stayed there for such a long time. But it just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And so when I went back home, when I was able to sit with myself and really digest what happened, and digest the things that we talked about, the things that I felt, and the things that I had been feeling, I just decided, I was like, this is really a confirmation, and it's a test that I am going to continue to push myself into this mode of more energetic celibacy for thoughts and actions and things in the sexual energy realm. So it was, like I said, it was a beautiful connection, and it was a great learning experience. And I ended up just taking my dating app and putting it on pause, and then deleting the app off of my phone completely. So I no longer have the dating app on my phone. My profile is still there, but it's paused. So that means at some point down the road, I could download the app again and reopen my profile. But I just made that decision that it's not, everything benefits me in different ways. The benefit that I've received is just knowing that organic connections are beautiful, and that's kind of what I want ultimately. Could I meet my soulmate? Could I meet the person I'm meant to be with on an app? Yes, absolutely, because the creator will bring what you desire and what you deserve and what's meant for you in any way, in shape or form. But it's just one of those things where it's leaking energy. And so I just decided to disconnect my app and remove myself from that temptation. It was also another thing that I just went through, the things that I consume visually and the things that I do physically, releasing my sexual energy, and allowed myself to really go through with a fine-tooth comb of my habits, and to say, these habits are no longer serving me. I'm going to release them. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to put these things, in my possession away, and I am going to focus more on when I do have those energetic surges sexually, to use that energy in a different way, and to really be thoughtful about all of that. Like I said, it's not meaning that I'm going to go 100% celibate and I'm just going to be no nothing, and I'm not going to be a monk, and I'm not going to be, a nun. I'm just going to be more aware of it, and I'm going to be more careful with it, and yeah, so that was something new that happened. And also, I've been thinking about Kundalini and about breath work and about chakra cleansing and alignment and just being more intentional about how I move forward through my spiritual journey and how I open myself up to allowing these new downloads and these new awakenings to happen. And then that also, like I said, comes with the where are the leakages, where are the cracks, where's the behaviors that aren't necessarily beneficial to these awakenings. So through that big long 7-hour chat, this all came about, and I ended up sending my new friend connection a message the next day. But I mean, I'll allude to it right now. Sending them a message, just thanking them so much for the connection and thanking them so much for being authentic and being vulnerable with me and for allowing, that space to happen. But then also saying that to continue, a connection at this point because of the way that they were in a different place sexually than I was and the things that they talked about. I just thanked them so much for bringing all of this to my awareness and for allowing us to have that space and time and both of us to be, in line with our intuition and follow through with that first meeting. So it was like almost like a breakup text, but it was like just a very thankful and very honest. And so I did that. And then I also sent a few messages to some people who I was talking to, kind of romantically, just like, hey, just checking in with you. I don't want to lead you on and so on and so forth, because there are certain people that I've connected with through the dating app and they're just like, not ghosted me, but they're just lingering. And like every once in a while it would be like a hey message. And like I said, I'm trying to fill those cracks, repair those leaks, be authentic and be intentional. And so a lot of that just kind of like was able to be cleared. But I did have a long conversation with one of my new Florida guys. And we just had a really, like I said, all of our conversations are very long. We are very intentional about what we share and how we share. And I have, through our conversations, picked up on his personality. And I am, like I said, very intentional and authentic about the way that I interact with people. And so I was very honest with him about seeing some behavior patterns that I want to be very careful of and not wanting to take advantage of anyone. So it was good for me to be able to communicate that. So yeah, it was a beautiful Sunday. Lots of really amazing things happened, and lots of good awarenesses were brought to the forefront. I would have to say that I have connected with the kids on and off throughout the weekend and allowed them the space to connect with me and not, like I said, forcing things to happen. And I've just been settling into this space of solitude and settling into a space of being alone, so to speak, where it's like I don't have to have 500 text messages a day with people reassuring me that I have people. I don't have to have social media messages or interactions to reassure me. I know who I am and I love who I am, and I'm going to continue to work on that and just continue down this path of beauty and spiritual awakening. So yeah, that was my Easter Sunday. It was just very beautiful, very very clarifying. So I, I finished talking to my new Florida guy, and then watched some more of my Young Sheldon show, and then shut it all down and went to bed. Like I said goodnight to the kids, did different things in the house to get it ready for, Monday morning. And yeah, that was it. That was the beautiful, beautiful Sunday that happened. And I would have to say thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting me, for loving me in the way of, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all the things or none of the things. This is just something that I felt like I needed to do to continue my growth and expansion. And if you're listening, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thank you for supporting me, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.